It's Monday, man. Today was ugly. Today was real ugly. Today was red as shit. Today's one of those days where you're like, maybe I should be a bear. Maybe being a bear ain't so bad. I mean, you sleep a lot in the winter. There's not a lot of other predators out there. Maybe being a bear ain't so bad. After all, like you wake up and you're like, today we're gonna get it, and then the bell rings and you're like, oh, should I buy it? Fuck, I bought it. And the market's down. Man, today was a bloodbath. I don't know why. I would like to come out here and be like, well, we look at the chart, when we look at the graph, obviously, Powell came out. And listen, nothing happened. Nothing really happened. This was just gross. I don't know. I don't have an answer. I do not have an answer for you. So let me tell you what I did. On Friday, I FOMO'd into Vaxart, and then I immediately regretted it and sold it. And Vaxart closed on Friday, and then it went up like to 15%. And I was like, right? But I put money in Bitcoin. I went back to Bitcoin. I bought Bitcoin at like 55 and change. And I sold Bitcoin when it was at like 58.5. So after the fees of making those transactions, I was up like 180 bucks. I wasn't mad, but I was down last week, bro. I was way down. I did buy a call on Vaxart on Friday. I bought one call option. Vaxart was probably at like a high 10 something on Friday when I bought it. So opened up today, and let's just go over what happened going into today. Let's just talk about it. Boom. Look at this. This is pre-market. After hours. Oh, it's looking so good. Pre-market. Boom. 12.75. Vaxart closed at like, bro, it closed at like, I don't know, 10 something. So it went up. Pre-market, I woke up this morning and I checked my phone. And I was like, what? Oh man, I'm regretting this. I'm regretting selling that, man. I gave up like a good chunk of money. Gave up probably 1,500 bucks over the weekend, right? And then I went back to sleep because it was early. I went back to sleep, and I woke up and I got my stuff together. I went to work, and I was watching it, and I was watching it, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna buy the dip. And then boom, look at that dip, bro. It dropped from 12.20 to 9.30. What the happened? So, Vaxart this week, today through Wednesday, is at a conference where they're going to be talking about the pill that they're developing for COVID cure. Take a pill, cure COVID. That's the idea. No shot, take a pill, cure the COVID, right? And whether or not, what we could do with it, how long it's going to take to get out there, what are the phase one tests, all that stuff. That's all happening this week. So people are expecting Vaxart to just friggin' 15, $20, not $9. So let me tell you what I did because yikes. So I'm going to switch this over to 5 minutes. Oh, let's go back. Back. All right. Bell rings. I got my finger on the trigger. I'm like, I want to see what happens, right? So it goes up a little bit. And I'm like, oh, shoot, this thing's about to tear, right? It's about to tear the roof off this month. It's about to tear the roof off. So I'm on my app and I'm like, all right, I'm going to send an order. I wanted to send a limit order. But I accidentally skipped the limit order, sent the market order at like 10, 14 or something is where it executed at. It was just over $10. And I was like, and then my app didn't update. So I tried to cancel it, wouldn't let me cancel it, but it didn't say I bought it. And then about 10 minutes later, it said I bought it, but it was already on the downtrend. Now it was down 5%. It was down like 10% pretty quick, right? Like if I go to the 1 minute sticks here and I zoom out, ah, oh, I'm messing this up, man. I mean, just a little bit getting ahead of myself, right? Go back. All right. So Vaxart dumped like 10% off the spike, 984. Then it ran up. It was still down overall. It was still down from this pre-market freaking falling knife. So I bought it like 5% down. Is what it executed at. I was like, fuck. I didn't use all of my money, but I used probably about 80% of it. So it went up and then it started coming back down, but I couldn't do anything with it. I didn't want to sell it right away. I was going to hold on to it. And so it starts to fall and fall. And then it's down to like low 930s. And I'm like, fuck. I'm already down freaking 70 cents a share. I got like 900 or 1,000 shares or something. So I'm like, all right, well, let's build. It's consolidating. It's going to spike up, right? And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll go to jiu-jitsu today. And I go to jiu-jitsu. I come back. It's freaking $8. What is going on? 870. It's trading at mid eights. I'm like, this is crazy. I need to buy some call options. I need to get myself out of this hole because I feel like Vaxart's going to go up. Everyone sold on earnings, I guess. I don't know. Triggered some stop losses. It was down. It was up last week. It was up a lot. So I bought some calls. Bought about 8 contracts. It's cool. They were going up a little bit, right? It gets back up into the 930. I'm like, oh, shoot, 930. It falls back down, back up, back down, back up, back down. And that's what it did for a while. And then, lo and behold, it breaks $8. And I'm like, this thing, there's no support at this level. That was the problem. When you look at the 1 hour chart, right? I want to go back to where it's at. For some reason, it just doesn't want to do that. So there was the support was like 920, 930. The next level of support was like 840. So I'm like, man, it starts breaking that. We're in real trouble. And it did. It broke right through it. As you can see in the chart, broke right through it down to 7 and change. And I was like, somehow I bought the dip. This thing went down 25%. It closed at $8, which is crazy. I'm all for filling the gap, but how big is that? Man, it filled the Grand Canyon today with Vaxart. So I was like, dude, I'm down like $2,500 in shares. The calls are worthless. Down like over $3,000. This sucks. After last week, I'm like, this freaking Monday is raining out. Tornadoes here. Just wasn't feeling it, man. Maybe tomorrow will be better. So I left. Went, market closed. Like, bummer. I'm at the store, and Vaxart releases a little publication that says that their COVID trial shows positive results across many COVID strains via pill form. And Vaxart goes up freaking 33%. It goes up, touches $11. It goes from 8 to 11 with the quickness. Like $3. Like, dude. So keep this in mind. It's up right now. Market's done. It's up pretty much 21%. It was down 25%. The swing on that is nuts. Dude, that's 50%. You were down 25. You could have banked a lot, man. Today you could have swung the bejesus. Now tomorrow we'll see what happens. I think tomorrow that it'll hold up. I think it's throw chart analysis, throw technical analysis fucking out the window on this one. Out the window. It's not going to make sense. There's nothing about this chart that makes any sense, right? I mean, we look at these, the steady pullbacks, healthy pullbacks. That is not a healthy pullback. That is a go F yourself kind of pullback. This spike, this is where it should have been. It should have pulled back to like $10. So maybe if we just forget that all of that happened and we start at the 970 support level, we can then go up. Like, just forget that ever happened. Maybe that's how we read this chart. We go to like, even in the 4 hour, you're like, what is going on? It's so crazy. None of it makes sense. But that's where it's at. And I'm holding this stuff. Let's see what happens. The calls expire Friday. I bought some short. I bought one longer one, but most of them I thought, man, we'll just swing this son of a bitch up. It's going up. If you were a bear, and you bought puts this morning or Friday and you did not sell them today, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Today was a good day to sell 25% down. I promise you that. Tomorrow, that thing's going to be worthless. So that's what happened with Vaxart. I'm going to pop over here and let's look at a few other ones while we're here. AMC, freaking no volume in the after hours here, like at all. Also down today. Pretty much everything was down. Almost everything was down. I'll tell you what a good play was here in a minute. Some stuff that went up, obviously. Clover down almost 6%, a little bit up in the after hours. This is another, it just does not hold its gain. So it's going to go up like back over 10 and then it's going to fall down. It just continues to do it. It won't stay down. It's like the Rocky Balboa of stocks, except it just hasn't really won the fight yet. You know, like it's still going. The fight's still on. It's the Rocky, but Rocky just keeps getting beat down. What else do we have on here that was I kind of follow? That's also in the shitter right now. Upstart, I like Upstart. I've always said this. I like it. It just murders bears over $100. I love it. People think it's going to go down to freaking $60, and it just refuses to drop below 100 and stay there. Tesla obviously is doing what it does best. Burns options. That's what it's doing right now. Burning the hell out of options. If you're not ditching them while they're hot, you know they on fire. What else we got here? That's one of the ones that I do tend to like to fire. You know, Skills was kind of a, look at that downfall of Skills. It was on a tear and now no volume. They've just kind of abandoned it and left it to rot. And then look at the blockchain ones. Riot. I don't understand blockchain stocks and their market prices. I don't understand them because Bitcoin, Dogecoin, crypto, Ethereum, like all-time highs, like going up. Well, Bitcoin's not all-time high. Ethereum's going over all-time highs. So these are miners for blockchain, and the stocks are just in the toilet. Riot, Mara, like that makes no sense at why they're down so low. Look at Mara. Way down. You know, like what is going on? Now, if we go back and follow this out, we see that it is slowly climbing back up, but the drops are epic. It's like, dude, it's like a put city play. It's like a daily put play. Excuse me. Then we have our last week's murderer of bulls, Microvision, selling off. Just not, I don't know what it's going to take for Microvision to go up. I still have calls that are way, way down in the money. Like they're kiss it goodbye territory. I don't know what it's going to take for that to go up. It's going to take, I think on the 9th. No, it's not on the 19th, is it? They have a call coming up, like on one day coming up. I thought it was the 19th. I could be wrong. It could be before the 21st, where Ford has a conference call and Microvision has a conference call the same day. Ford's is first, then Microvision's. Now, the theory behind this is that Ford will announce acquiring a piece of Microvision's LiDAR technology, and then Microvision will come out and acknowledge this claim, and then there will be some sort of giant spike in the price because there will be some form of buyout or licensing deal. This is a rumor. Buy the rumor, sell the rumor before it becomes news that nothing happened and you're freaking broke again. That's what I'm going to say. I was following Laser, Luminar. It's not doing a damn thing either. It burned my call up to the ground. GameStop down 6.5%. Everything down. Fisker down 6%. All of the stocks look the same, with exception to one of my favorite companies that just listed, and that is going to be Endeavor. Endeavor is killing it. Up 11% today. Closes at 30.81, reached 32.45. I don't see Endeavor slowing down yet. Endeavor is the parent company that is buying out 100% stake in the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And the reason that I think Endeavor is going to do great with this play is because the UFC has been unstoppable through COVID. Dana White has found a way. Dana White and the UFC have found a way to continue having fights each and every week. More honestly, more fights last year than I can think of in the previous years. It felt like there was a fight every other week. There's fight nights. There's Dubai. There's Fight Island. They're flying people in. They're testing them. They just did full sold out arenas. They're going to keep doing. So the revenue is there. Now I'm sure UFC lost money, but they sure as hell made some money too. So Endeavor is a solid play. There's no options on this. If you bought into it, I think it came out at like 25. It's 52 week. I don't think there's a low on there, but yeah, 23.25 was the low. And I think it came out at like 25 or $26. And this is probably gonna be a $35 to $40 stock with the quickness, and it'll probably hover there and then up and down and bounce up around. But it's a solid play, man. If you're looking for something to throw your money into, it's a solid play. If you want to FOMO something, you can't trade this stock on a lot of exchanges, but BTX, if you'd like to lose a lot of your money real fast, if you'd like to make a lot of money real fast and then also lose more money, buy the stock because its volatility is crazy. Like crazy volatile. It was up 57% today. And now it's down 12%. And then tomorrow, who knows? I don't know. I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know what they do. Look, was it $91? And it was also at $15 a couple days ago. So there's no options play for this stock. So if you want to roll some dice, man, if you feeling dicey, bro, you feeling dicey? Throw all your money into BTX. Just do it. Just fucking look. If you're in a bad marriage and you're thinking about ending it, you can either give her half of nothing, or you can just disappear with a lot of money. FOMO it. Just do it. I'm not an advisor. I'm not advising you in anything. I'm just saying, this is like, at some point, this is going to be the end of the road kind of FOMO. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be like, listen, honey, I was thinking about what you said, and you can go F yourself, and you just run to Tahiti. Or it's going to be like, I think you should leave. Everything's going to be okay. You can have half of whatever's left in the bank, and there's nothing left. One of those two scenarios is going to happen. But that's all I got for today, man. I wish I could tell you tomorrow is going to be amazing. I think for Vaxart tomorrow will be amazing. I do. The other stocks, let's just hope that we have some kind of turnaround. There's just nothing right now globally that says this should be happening. Even the markets were green most of the day. It just doesn't make sense. Like, you would have thought Biden came out and said something. You would have thought he read a cue card and was like, by the way, China's taken over and there's no people are dying in COVID. I don't know. You would have thought he said something, or J Powell came out and was like, well, everything's going to shit. But nobody did. And we're stuck with this bag of fucking bullshit. So, anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up with that. I'm going to go live. So, check me out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Today's live stream was super boring during the day, but I appreciate anyone who may have joined in. Some familiar faces that popped in there. Some of the guys I didn't see. Tim, I know you might watch this, and if you do, I hope your Dogecoin play paid off. Doge hit like 45 or 46 cents, and Tim pulled out all of his Clover money and threw it in Doge. I hope that he got the F out of Doge before Doge goes down. So until next time, man, I'll see y'all at the bell tomorrow.